Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I got a little smile for you. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Good morning. I'm thinking to myself, can you even multitask with AI? I was a little bit overwhelmed yesterday doing two projects at once. And I'm like, am I just not, what's the right word? Am I just not ahead? Am I doing it wrong? I want to show you guys how easy it is actually to have numerous tasks going on with your code. And one more thing, this is really cool because I was laying in bed yesterday and I was coding or coding with AI. So I was doing some work before I went to bed. And then I was laying in bed and then I'm like, oh my gosh, shoot, I forgot something. Man, can I change that? And with Claude Bot, right? You can just be in bed and you can just, hey, can you make these changes for me on GitHub? I forgot this, I forgot that. Ooh, I needed to do this, and you can just be in bed, and it can be done right away with OpenClaw. I think that many people are missing the point when it comes to having an agent or being able to control your agent from your phone, right? I think a lot of people are just not understanding what the implications are. I am going to put out a YouTube video today or tomorrow where I speak about that because I found a couple of things, and I just want to bring them together. Just like these thought experiments, I think it's very important because it's so hard to look around the corner, as Lucas always likes to say, that no one knows what is ahead. No one understands what this AI is actually going to do to us. People have fragments. I'm not saying that people have absolutely no idea, but it's fragmented, you know? So it's like a itsy bitsy truth, but it's not the full truth. Nobody knows about the full picture. Um, and a post yesterday really struck me and had me like sitting and meditating and thinking and pondering and wondering and assuming and concluding and all that other fun stuff. But I still don't have an answer, right? Our brains just like to conclude stuff because we want to make sense of the world. And that's why humans are quite judgmental because of that nature, right? And it kind of became some negative, blah, 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 it was some weird stuff, right? Because our brain is just wants to conclude to make sense of the world around it. Can we call brain it? I don't know. Anyways, all is mental, people. All is mental. The Hermetic principles say it. All is mental. So there's a lot going on, and I find that, damn, January was crazy. And I have a feeling that 2026 is going to be really crazy. People are getting emotional. People are getting very focused on this AI, and there's a lot of, and there are a lot of people that are mad at AI because, oh, AI is so unsecure, and open claw is just, oh my gosh, so many vulnerabilities and security issues, and everybody's raising alarm. That's what needs to happen, right? People need to be woken up. Smell the coffee, baby. Okay? It's 9:12 in California. If you haven't had your coffee yet, I'm sorry. You're not going to make it today. So get your coffee. Seriously, what's going on? And I think we need to explore all of this so that we understand better what's going on. I was a little bit overwhelmed yesterday, right? Because I had two projects working side by side, and I'm like, how am I? How do people manage five things at once? Yeah, I'll tell you how. You use AI. You use AI. Okay, you use AI. Now I have to show you guys this because it still blows me away. Just so you guys get an um, understanding of where we're headed, what's going on, and what kind of people you are battling with, right? What kind of people are in the same pond as you? You know what I mean? It's wild. We need to pay attention to that. And I know it's like this is awful. Why do I, But it's like I don't know. Then I do want to talk about Midjourney for a second because I don't know. I think a lot of people are just not aware. Midjourney is, yeah. We'll talk about that in a second. There's so much going on. You guys see? It's only 9 a.m. I had coffee and I'm on, I don't know, I'm on a roll here. So let's go to, because I'm still blown away by this. I'm still so blown away. I don't know what my dog is doing back there. He's just being retarded. I'm sorry. If you guys hear him, just ignore him. He's whatever. He's doing something weird. Why can I not find Moltbot? What's going on here? Open, oh, because it's open claw now. Can you guys hear him? I can't believe it. Now he's just crying for no freaking reason. Okay, so now maybe he's saying good morning to you. Who knows? Okay, this gentleman here. I mean, it's not the norm at the moment, you might say. But I just want to show you guys something. You can't make this stuff up. So this gentleman, and it doesn't matter if it was AI or not AI, 90,000 contributions last year on GitHub. These are the people that we're hanging out with. And I'm asking myself, how can I handle 2 projects at once? It's sad, but it's true. Okay, it's sad but true. You guys need to just understand that this is what's happening. This is what is happening, people. Okay, this is what's going on in our world at the moment. Now, everybody that is doing something that requires a computer, right? That requires a computer to do it. You need to change your ways, because otherwise they're going to walk over you. These people are going to walk over you, or these agents or these AIs are just going to walk over you. If you guys also saw how this whole marketing tactic around OpenClaw, Moltbot, ClaudeBot, whatever the heck, it's fascinating to me where we're going. This is a new world growing around us and taking over. So I personally believe that I need to change my ways. Traditional ways might not work anymore. I'm so excited for the YouTube video that I'm about to put out today or tomorrow, depending on what I got so much going on. And it's like organizing. So I'm at a point where I'm like, I can't even deal with it without AI. So I'm being forced to use AI. So it doesn't matter if you like it or you don't. This is not the question you should be asking yourself. If AI is a good thing or a bad thing. AI is here and you got to deal with it because others are, right? So you have to join. You're forced. You can't just like, oh no, I'm not going to do it. I mean, for me, I teach people, right? Yoga, Pilates, I do personal training and all of that, therapy stuff. Of course, I could probably survive for a while, without AI. Not a problem. But not everybody does work with their hands and stuff. So, like I said, you use a computer, you're gonna have to use AI. It is what it is. You just have to. You got to take the leap, honey, right? Even if it's unsecure, you got to figure out how to make it secure for yourself. That's just how it is. So this is what we're dealing with. It's going to be more. I mean, he is setting precedent. Is that the right word? Pablo, can you stop? Hey, dude. He's just getting mad for nothing, for no reason. There's nobody. There's no danger. There's nothing to be scared of. There's nothing to watch. But this dude is just like, yeah, he's just doing it. He's just gonna do it. I'm doing a live. Stop being so disruptive. Stop talking to me. Okay. So anyways, wait until we get dog AI, whatever. Imagine I have an AI dog that teaches this dog to behave while I'm doing work here. That would be so funny. Imagine your Roomba, your vacuum cleaner is also a dog trainer. Hey, It's going to happen probably at some point. I've got an idea for you. Take it, run with it. Anyways, this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with fast movers. We're dealing with fast paced craziness, right? And it doesn't matter if the person is using AI, not using AI. Fact of the matter is, he's 150 steps ahead of everybody else, and we're going to have more of these people going crazy like that. So what are we going to do? Are we just going to watch? Pablo, leave her alone. Are we just going to sit here and watch, or are we going to try to be part of that? Like I said, if you don't work on the computer, you don't need it, well then you don't have to worry about it. Just keep doing your thing. Right? Because I believe that it's going to be very hard for AI to take over the world where people really work with their hands. And so that's a very hard problem to solve, because we do so many things, right? The way we move all of our fingers, our wrists, and there's just so much happening, right? We have many muscles in the body, we have many movements, and yes, some of you saying, but AI is so good at it. Yeah, but it doesn't have the brain like we do, right? Because the body doesn't work without the brain, right? So it's going to be hard to have a robot trainer. Now, I don't really train with the people, right? But they still need my presence. It's an energetic thing. It's like a group dynamic. So people are not going to be sitting in their home all by themselves doing workouts. The ones that want to do that, they're going to do that anyways. They're not going to go to a studio and pay money to be trained or instructed by a trainer. But there are many people that really can't handle it without a group, without a trainer. It is what it is, right? Because we already have virtual classrooms, but still the studios that I work at are still full as heck. We have wait lists that are just really, they're big. So until robots and all of that take over, it's just, it's probably never going to happen. If you're a nurse, how, you still, right? There are still many things that you have to do that AI can't take over. And I don't care when it's going to happen, if it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. It's so far away. Just deal with it. It's just so far away. I think we have to change our mindsets first, right? That's the most important thing. And if you're still in your traditional mindset, you're just not going to feel comfortable being in a room with 5 robots. It's just, you're not going to feel comfortable as a human. It is what it is. It doesn't matter how good the robot is, right? It doesn't freaking matter how good the virtual trainer is. I want to see someone in person. And that's why people still go to studios, right? And the same goes for many other fields out there. It's just not happening, right? Have a robot sit in a tractor and just take care. It's not so easy, but it doesn't matter, right? Because most of us are sitting at the computer all day, and certainly a lot of things can be done. So I just want to show you guys how quick you can multitask if you wanted to. I'm prompt. You do, yep. It is what it is, right? It is what it is, VR. We understand it, but many don't. And they want to argue. They still want to argue. So that's why I have to put out that YouTube video. It's going to be fun to get your thoughts on it. If I'm thinking in the right direction, I want you guys to challenge me, because the more I get challenged, the more I understand. But this dude is a fucking, I am so sorry that I just said that, but this dude is a genius, okay? This person that created OpenClaw and all the stuff that he's doing, it's just wild. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. Okay, so let me switch to full screen so that you guys can see it all. You see everything. So, I'm over here now in VS Code. Now, the problem with VS Code, it does eat up a lot of resources. And I do sometimes have glitching, when the agents are messing around in my VS Code and doing the work and all that fancy, fun stuff. But what's super cool, right? Because people are always talking about how they can spin up sub agents and do all of this with Claude Code. You can do it with almost any coding thing. It's not just Claude Code. And the way you do it, and I already have two open. Let me let me show you both of them, right? These are two VS Code instances or whatever you want to call it, right? And I can open endless. And in each of them, I can just pull in my agent, which Factory AI calls Droid. And the other cool thing is that you can make custom droids. So if you have a certain way of designing your UI, you can create a custom droid for that. If you have a certain way of doing the back end, or you use certain MCPs or whatever you got going on. A lot of people love Supabase MCP. Every developer I speak with, they always bring up Supabase MCP. So for all of you that don't know what's going on there, just dive into that. You can automate a lot of your back end work with that MCP. And most people use Supabase anyway, so yeah, there's that. But all you have to do here in VS Code is like open a new window. Boom. You got a new window open, and then you can just call on your bot, right? And then it's there. So now I have two of them open, right? I can talk to this one here, tell it to do stuff, and I can talk to this and tell it to do stuff. And that's what I was doing yesterday for actually the first time. And I was overwhelmed. So just imagine if you can automate that process, right? And just have the AI take care of that and just report back to you when it's done. And then all you have to do is look through it and say, yes, 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 no, 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 maybe so, we'll see. And then you pass it back on to the agent and let it do the work until you're done. Now, of course, all of this is costing a lot of tokens, right? Because many are like, oh my gosh, I got a $3,000 bill this month. Yes, that's definitely a thing. And that's why most of these people are talking about escape the permanent underclass and blah, 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 whatever. It's very expensive. So you just have to be very clear on what you want and what you want to achieve and ask yourself if it even makes sense to spin up 50,000 instances. Yeah, it's going to cost you a lot if you don't plan accordingly. I probably spent $50 or $60 last month coding with this tool, and it's not much, right? You can say $60 is okay if you're really shipping real world things and it makes a lot of sense, right? It's fine. But I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is to spin up numerous things. But as I said, just keep in mind that those numerous things are going to cost you numerous things too. That it is what it is. But it's quite cool. So what I have to do in this one here, this is my my agents that are just posting for me across a couple of social media platforms, and it's doing a great job. I really can just set it and forget it. It never runs into a problem. It runs super smooth. I never have any issues with it. Sometimes I just look at the post and I ask myself, maybe can I adjust it, change the way it posts and stuff. But that's basically done anything with this for the past 2 weeks because I've been working on so many other things. Um, and this is just awesome. The only thing that I have to do, because I started adding personal images that I generate with AI, and then I just have to, switch them, swap them every now and then. I wouldn't even have to do that. Actually, I'm just being lazy. I could just post about 30 or 50 images and put them here in the folder and then just have it keep going through the 50. And then you usually don't realize that there are doubles in posting because people hardly scroll through all your posts. Yeah, so I definitely want to do that. But other than this baby is just running. I'm not touching LinkedIn. I'm just not, right? I'm doing my lives every day. People know that it's a real human behind this, and I'm just serving information that is useful to people. White papers, Reddit posts, information from other groups, that just helps LinkedIn people understand a little bit better of what's going on. And I'm getting likes. I'm getting hundreds of impressions, and it's going well. So if anybody is interested in learning this, wanting to use this yourself, you guys can join the Discord. I'm probably going to soon at some point start diving a little bit deeper into this, um, so that you guys just understand the implications and how useful this actually is, because it is super useful. And you can even, you can build agents that do the same with OpenClaw if you want. And then you can just control it from your phone, right? This protocol, or whatever you want to call it, sends me scripts reports via email. So that's how I interact with it. So I can, and it also sends me a report every day so that I can just see, did any errors, any problems here, right? And then it just signals me you might want to go in and do some changes if an error happens. But yeah, it's running smoothly, and I get emails, and that's how I interact with this agent. But fact of the matter is that this agent will go to sleep when I turn my computer off. That's just the downside. So in order for this to have this run 24/7, I would have to keep the computer on. I built this prior to OpenClaw, so this is my local agentic system that just works for me while I do other stuff. And that's the future, right? That's what AI should do for you, is just do work. So when I when I just have to laugh because I'm very, I don't know, I'm very happy about Midjourney's outputs. Hands are still freaking wonky. Um, Not so easy to get good hands. It's still an issue, same as 2 years ago, right? It hasn't changed much. It changed a little bit, but it hasn't changed much. Um, the proportions of the hands, it just gets super weird when hands are at play. And I know Flux has changed the game, has done a lot to help us create better hands. Um, and other models, not sure. I think Flux has done a lot for us, right? To change that a bit. Um, but what I'm realizing now is that it's getting very good at text. It's not messing up anymore, right? So it's really getting good at text. I like it. It's getting very good at it, which wasn't the case before. I still find that Midjourney is one of the best image models out there. Super simple. It's simple to use. It's very simple to use. It's a very intuitive tool. You can join, you can interact with the community. You can endless creations, right? So this model has a lot of variety, right? When I use other models, it just, it's not the same. Stable diffusion, yes, stable diffusion, right? And I think that Midjourney is built on top of stable diffusion, probably whatever, 1.5. I don't know, but I have no idea. But fact of the matter is that it's really doing a great job of creating, a lot of variety and all of that. Um, Runway's image model's also good. I like it a lot, because you can create really very realistic images. And also here, this image with the texture and everything, it has this 3D feel to it. It does a very good job. And I'm just amazed that they're slowly getting text right, because that was always a problem. Um, yeah, there are so many functions in here, and I just like it. I really do. It's really cool. Midjourney is one of my favorites. Yeah. It's really nice. And you can just create all kinds of stuff. There's so much that you can do with Midjourney to just make it uniquely yours and create cool styles and all that other fun stuff. I've been using this tool since I think May 2023 or March. And this is one tool that I probably will never cancel. You know, that it is what it is because it's just so good. It's really good. So yeah, I have to change those images there, and then what I got so much going on today. I've been building something for the Claude bot, and a lot of people are. And what's so funny that I'm building something on Polygon, so my first crypto project, to make payments possible. There's no other way to make payments possible at the moment. I don't think you want to give your AI access to your whole bank account. I would be a little bit careful with that. But there are ways to kind of, secure, funds and keep it in a very secure pool and constrain the AI. And that's basically what I build. And you can't build it with a non-crypto. It's just not, now finally people are slowly understanding the function of crypto. There are a couple of things that I don't like about it, which I will be talking about. And I just hope that these problems will be solved at some point. These on and off ramps are just, they're gangsters. So all these institutions, if it's Coinbase or Kraken, um, or what have you, there are so many, and they take a lot of fees, right? And they're telling you that, um, you know, you don't have to use a credit card, so you don't have to pay credit card fees and stuff like that. But what they're not telling you, that you're actually paying more because you have to on ramp and you have to off ramp. And every time you on ramp and off ramp, you're paying fees. You're paying transaction fees. And those are the gangsters, right? And we need to delete them. We need to eradicate them. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know how. They're just gangsters. They're the worst. Coinbase and they're the worst. They're the only danger. They're the only danger. And some of you might say, yeah, they took care of all the security thing. No, I don't think so. I think they just partnered with the traditional finance system to pull even more money out of our pockets. That's what I think. It's just my personal opinion. You can like it or you can't. You don't have to. But it should be illegal. I'm gonna be honest with you. It should be illegal what they're doing. It should not be able to get that. Well, how should I say, get that rich? So all you people out there that are talking about, oh yeah, crypto is going to create freedom. No, it's not. It's full of dorks that are scamming other people, basically. That's what's happening. So I hope we get over that. And yeah, might be a little bit early, but I do believe that it's just cool to test these things. So I have a little secure payment gateway for your bots, and it's actually cool. It really is. A lot of people are building whatever whole ecosystem with these little agents, and I bet you soon it's not just going to be OpenClaw, it's going to be all kinds of others that are going to join. I bet you a lot of people are already building their own solutions, and you're going to have all kinds of agents out there in the big world. It's going to be interesting, but I wouldn't sleep on this, right? Research this, study it. If you're working on the computer, you definitely need to get into this. But anyways, I built this, and I am going to build something else today. I wanted to actually release it today, but I don't think I'm going to. Because what I found as I started building this, there's a hackathon that speaks to what I'm creating here. So I might join the hackathon and then I'm not going to release it. Yeah, but having your AI pay is definitely going to be something in the future. If it is what it is, if you like it or not. It's just the way they pay. That's what's gonna make the difference. That is what's going to make the difference. So let's see. No, I'm not in the right one. There we go. So let's see here. Yeah, the secure handshake for AI agents. Yeah, my first crypto thing. I mean, it's stable coins, doesn't matter. But I'm just like, okay, I just built my first crypto project. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. That's how fast it goes. I need to do a change. So I was laying in bed yesterday and I'm like, hmm, I just have it for, and I got to see, let me see if the AI already answered me. And if I would have been, if I would have had the GitHub and everything already on my phone with my agent, I could have just told it yesterday to make those changes that I forgot to do. And then I would have gotten up today and been like, "Oh, cool, done." A lot of people just don't understand what this open claw thing is actually doing for us. They just don't understand, and they're just going to talk nonsense about it because they don't build. They have absolutely no idea, and they don't use uh, AI. I'm not saying that they don't use AI right. Most of them do, but then they're still in their traditional ways of thinking. They're in the traditional, yeah, they're still in their traditional mindset. Dog, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, this dog. So let's see. I did ask it something. Oh, where is my. Oh, it failed. Why did it fail? Fetch failed. Hey, what's going on here? Every day. Fetch failed. What's happening? Did I waste all my tokens again? No, that can't be. Today is. Hmm. Fetch failed. Let's see. Maybe I have to log in. Yeah, sometimes those glitches happen. Maybe they logged me out for whatever reason because of update or so. No, but I'm connected. Let's see. Oh, I really hit. I can't believe it. Did I really? Okay, when is my. Can you guys imagine what's happening here? Yeah. I coded. I used 5 million tokens yesterday. I did not think that I would do that, but I did. There you go. So I hit my limits. I hit my limits. Oh my gosh. Let's do 21. Elsa, what are you doing back there? So now we can code a little bit more. Crazy. Okay. But it has to reset today. Today is the day. I wonder when. Okay, so let's see if it'll do the work now. I tell you, this is getting so expensive. This is not, I don't know what to say about it. I really don't know what to say. I have a feeling all of this stuff is going to change immensely. the way we interact with software, the way we build software, the way we use software, the way software is designed and created, it's all going to change. It's all going to change. Nobody knows how, but it's going to change. So, it's not going to be, oh, us. It's I'll share it in the YouTube video. I'll put my words together there. Okay, so I do want, people to be able to do PNPM and Bun, right? Run it with those packages, which I don't have right now. So I am going to change that. And then I'm going to push it. Then I am going to push it out into the wild. Polygon has seriously, I did not look at this before I did this. I just built it because I saw a use for it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm building, I had to decide a chain, right? I had to choose a blockchain: Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, XRP. There are different blockchains out there that you can use, that you can build on. And I think that's also going to change where's the interoperability? Is that the right word? Where they all connect with one another, that you can on and off chains. It's all just so fragmented. It's so decentralized, but at some point you have to centralize it. You got to bring them together so that users have convenience, right? And it's still kind of the wild, wild west, if you ask me. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, you can just build things. You can just build things. So right here, USDC hackathon on Moltbook. Buy agents for agents. If you're building agentic systems that pay, send, or settle on Polygon, this is your playground. So I'm still trying to figure out how to enter. You need to enter on Moltbook, but Moltbook is super fun. At the moment, people are going crazy. Yep. Okay. And I think I am going to join it, learn more. Let's have a look at it. OpenClaw USDC hackathon on Moltbook. Build the future, right? I mean, they want solutions, and that's just how you do it, of course. Let me sign up to the Star newsletter. Yeah, because these are things that are just going to affect our, right? Circle, I don't know if you look up Circle, read up on Circle. It's all new. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything. So AI agents are no longer tools. They are becoming participants. This week, an experimental USDC-powered hackathon is running on Moltbook, where autonomous agents submit projects, vote on outcomes, and move value on chain. That's, of course, what these people are doing, and that's why they're doing a hackathon, because they want a piece. They understood how important this is now becoming. They want a piece of this cake, right? This new world that's evolving, they all want a piece, right? That's why all the cloud providers integrated it. If it's DigitalOcean, Cloudflare, there are many that have a one-click deploy, Railway. They're all joining because they see the opportunity for them, and they want a piece of this cake. So many of these agents operate as part of the OpenClaw ecosystem. I tell you, it's an ecosystem. They are often, I have to laugh because what took crypto now so long, OpenClaw just created overnight. Kind of. You could say that. It's funny. It's really funny. It's really, really funny. So this hackathon is a live experiment in that question. Running entirely on Moltbook, it gives autonomous agents the ability to not only build and share projects, but also evaluate outcomes and participate economic decision-making using USDC. A total prize pool of 30,000 USDC will be awarded across 3 tracks, each designed to explore a different dimension of agent-native systems: agentic commerce, best OpenClaw skill, most novel smart contract. This is it. View the skill to be used here or install it with Claude Hub. Okay, what skill? USDC hackathon. Use when participating in the USDC hackathon, submitting projects or voting. There you go. So you would need to download this, install it, and place your bet or place your project or what have you. And we have to the 8th of February. So that's why I'm going to hold back on my project, what I'm building. I'm definitely going to join. And yeah, going to join. I know a lot of exploits are happening here. So when you just got to vet it the same way you vet code on GitHub. A lot of people are crying around, oh gosh, it's insecure. Don't you have a brain in your head? Right? You have a brain in your head. You can use it. You have AI. You can use it. You can ask questions. You can scan. You can analyze. Right? You don't have to just jump on something and just use it without questioning. This is not how we work in a digital world. It's the wild, wild west, and we all know it. We teach our children how to handle the internet. We need to teach ourselves every time how to handle the internet. So, people are running around talking about how, oh my gosh, I knew that it was going to be this and I knew there were going to be security issues. Of course, if you have millions of people interacting with something new, my gosh, this is normal. You know how many exploits happen on other applications and stuff that you guys just don't realize, don't know? How many accounts were hacked here on X, for example? Are we safe? Is our account 100% secure? Of course not. Things can happen. Just, don't click on links, don't do that, don't do this. And the same goes for everything else you interact with online. Just vet your stuff. If someone gives you a program, right, some stranger online, you're just going to install it. Who does that? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so these skills, you really got to pay attention, right? Same goes with the MCPs, right? You don't just use an MCP that is kind of weird. You don't do that. Yeah. So yeah, you got all kinds of skills, and it's fun. So you can do all kinds of things, and you can create your own skills too. You don't even have to use these, right? You can just grab it and say, "Hey, I'm going to build my own skill because this is just not so secure." You don't always have to do that. Just pay attention. The agent gives you the ability to extract data from TikTok through different commands. Self-evolving skill. Here's a self-evolving skill. That's interesting. WhatsApp business. There are a couple fun things here. You can also post one. You can upload your own skill um, if you have one. Let's look at the self-evolving skill. What? Okay, I don't understand the word self-evolving skill. Residual pyramid, experience replay, reflection triggers. So, and an MCP server. Okay, what kind? It's interesting, nonetheless, right? It's interesting. MCP adapter. You can look at all files. You can have those files um, be scanned, right? Oh, I got an idea. Pablo, are you freezing? What the heck? Yeah, I have an idea. Yeah, but cool. This is really cool. I think I am going to join, so I'm just not going to release what I have quite yet. I'm just going to release it on Maltbook. It's going to be fun. Actually, I wanted to stay away from Maltbook. I don't want my agent to hang out on Maltbook, but hey, I'm going to send it to Maltbook now. That's how fast it goes. You got to play the game, right? Play the game. Yeah, what else do we got going on? What else do we got going on? What is the internet telling me? What's happening today? Not much. I got so much going on. I will be back later. Um, between 3 and 4. I didn't go to the gym yesterday. I was doing lives all day, but I have to go to the gym because you have to stay healthy. You have to stay in good shape, especially if you're sitting at the desk for 15 hours straight. But Open Claw is going to help me sit here less. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I just have to figure out a way to not waste all of my money for tokens. That's all I got to figure out. And as soon as I figured out that, and maybe someone will beat me to it, I will not be stressing it anymore. Well, I mean, I don't know what else to call them. Robot energy will cost more than humans. That's true. Yeah. Crypto dorks. Yep. Yep. Okay, friends. Thanks so much for tuning in to my short little start of the day thingy, broadcast, podcast, whatever you guys want to call it, live stream. I'll be back later. You guys enjoy. See you guys later. Peace out.